this is a 1986 Moody 31 Mark II. And boy, these are really good family cruising boats. If you're in the market for something that isn't going to break the bank, it's really easy to maintain, really easy to sail, and that isn't going to cost you very much to moor in the marina, have a look at one of these. So this is a bilge keel version, far more popular than the fin keel versions that you find, purely because they can take the ground. This has been really well maintained, owned by her current owners for around about 16 years, and they have really kept on top of her. We've got LED lights, we've got an electric anchor windlass that was fitted in 2011, we've got self-tailing winches, and the spec is great with slab reefing, furling genoa, really deep, safe cockpit. These are great boats. Let's have a look around it. We'll have a look around the outside first, then we'll go on inside and take a bit of a deeper look into her. This is a really well maintained boat, and just to show you something here, we've got LED bulbs. I don't know whether you can see in here, but this is a really good upgrade for your navigation lights. LED doesn't take much power, really nice, bright and intense. So that's a very, very good upgrade and something that a lot of people are going for these days. Of course, ground tackle, we've got a lovely big Cobra anchor. We have an anchor locker under here, which if I lift this up, you can see there, with a nice chain. And then we've got a Lofran's electric anchor windlass that was fitted in 2011. So, a kit like that just makes your life so much easier when you're coming in to drop the anchor. Moody 31, they've got lovely big uncluttered decks that you can walk around without tripping over anything. Hatches, the flooding light down into the main cabins, side windows, standard Moody spec, flooding light into the saloon area. We have sloop rig, slab reefing, all very standard Moody, but a really great spec. But something that the owners have done is led every single line back into the cockpit, so that is great for single-handed sailing. So as we look into the cockpit, we've got Luma self-tailing winches and a really nice deep safe cockpit. Let's go on board. So we've got this lovely cockpit area, tiller steering here. We have engine controls down here, and the engine start panel is here. We've got a knots readout there as well. Auxiliary engine bracket and nice good clear access over the stern. And you can see there is the bathing ladder and the small sugar scoop transom. So if you want to do a bit of bathing off the boat, you can. Self-tailing winches all round. Here you can see the lines led back, so you've got full control of the boat from the cockpit. Then we have a nice Lawrence Global Map 5150 unit here, and then we've got a Navman wind direction speed readout there. We've got some Echo Pilot instruments here as well. Here you're protected by this spray screen, so you can sit in the cockpit underway and keep the wind and the spray off you. We've got, this boat's got a holding tank, so here is the pump out, and then we've got a diesel filler here going up onto the decks. As you can see, as I just mentioned, they're lovely and wide, loads of space, and a nice clear coach roof. So some owners decide they would like to put solar panels, so you can put a flexi solar panel here, or here, or here. There's loads and loads of space for any upgrades of that sort. Right, let's head back to the cockpit then and have a look inside. Very standard Moody. as you'll find with a lot of Moody's, a really good quality fit out. So we'll start here. We've got a navigation table and boat instrumentation. So underneath the chart table, standard storage, as you do find. Then we've got boat systems here, switch panels, etc. A Lawrence VHF radio here. And then we have a handheld positioned down here. And this is the remote control for the anchor windlass that you can take up there with you. Storage for your sailing books there and down there. And then you've got your seat here with storage underneath. And then here as well, you've got 2 drawers and your battery isolator switches positioned there. So lots going on in just that area. There's a nice little, looks like an original radio cassette player as well. Moving forward, I'll just show you this. This is the Eberspacher diesel heating control unit. She does have diesel heating. And then you've got this really great size saloon. Really good size. Absolute mirror image both sides. Well, I say that, this side is slightly longer. And then you've got the drop leaf table in the middle here. So at the moment we have this leaf up, that will fold down, or you can also bring this leaf up here and you've got loads and loads of space for dining. So really great, well-designed saloon by Moody there. Storage, as ever with any Moody's, you've got bags of it, loads of cubbies, cupboards, and then if I switch around to the starboard side, it's mirrored, port side, sorry, that is mirrored. You've got cubbies and lockers there. Here we have the galley. So a really great size galley on a 31-foot boat, incorporating everything you need. So we've got the Nelson gas oven, grill and hob, 2-burner hob. Sitting alongside that we have the top loading fridge, and it is a fridge. And then here we have the single bowl with the hot and cold running water going to that. Below it we have yet more storage. That's right, we've got drawers and cupboards all the way around. And then we have, this is a lift up extension, so if you are cooking for quite a few and you've got quite a lot of stuff around, you can put this up and that gives you a little bit more space in the galley. Really great size galley, and of course, as you do find on these Moody's, you've got sliding storage here and here. So you can put all your plates and bowls and mugs and things like that in there. Let's go forward first. I'll show you the forward cabin. So we've got a traditional layout, V-berths that make up into a double. It is currently made up. This is your infill here. So that will go away if you want it to, and you can use it as 2 single V-berths. Storage wise here, we have cubbies all the way around. And then behind us, a little awkward for me, but we have a nice storage cupboard here. This is your bifold door into the saloon, you can see. And then opposite here onto the port side of the boat, we have a hanging wardrobe here. Again, lighting, as you can see, it's all LED lighting throughout. She has been upgraded. So that is your forward cabin. You've got this lovely hatch here for an escape hatch and ventilation into floodlight and into the forward cabin. Right, where are the heads? I'll show you. If we just walk back towards the chart table, you'll see a door beyond it here. If I open this door, we find the heads. So really, really great position, I think. I mean, you've got heads here and then you've got your aft cabin here. So they've really thought about this, and you've got a nice size heads. You know, you've got your Jabsco manual toilet there. There's your sink with your hot and cold running water. Loads of storage above and below. Storage behind this towel here as well. And then you've also got your shower that pulls up out of the sink there and goes into your holder here So, and you can see the gratings down here on the floor and the shower drain. So they've combined all of that into a lovely size heads that's really nicely put away here in this position on the boat. You've got an opening Lumar port light as well that brings some light in and some ventilation if you need it. Now, this is connected to a holding tank, and that is retrofitted. It's gravity fed and has a deck pump out as well. So that is a really, really great feature of this boat. If you're sailing well in UK and Mediterranean waters, you need the holding tank. It's illegal to pump out into marinas and into international waters when you're inshore. So yes, holding tank is a must, that's for sure. Here you can see nice easy steps leading you up back out into the cockpit. But if we go over here onto the starboard side of the boat, we have the aft cabin. Now, you are slightly restricted in headroom as you enter, but it's really not too bad. We've got full headroom here, and we've got our storage cupboards here with hanging space as well. Nice bit of floor area too. And then as we go in, we are now underneath the cockpit. So you'll see this is the cockpit sole, and these are your seats that you're sitting on when you're up in the cockpit. We have storage here and the main berth here. So this makes into a really good size double aft cabin. And then behind here, you've got the engine access. So this comes away, you've got a convenient clip here, and you can get into there for engine access, servicing, your daily checks, etc. A little bit more storage above here as well. Nice little battery monitor positioned there, and your 240 volt switch panel alongside it there. Switch panel, circuit breakers alongside it there. You'll notice here we've got some blue upholstery. These are cockpit seats, so these will go out up and cover up the cockpit seats to make them a little bit more comfortable as well. So then we come back out into the saloon. Now your engine is situated underneath these steps. So you have your main access from the aft cabin, and then you have additional access if you need it from these steps. This one will come out easiest. We've got two thumb screws here and here which undo to give you forward access. And then if you need to do some really major work, a few screws and these steps come out as well, and you've got great access to the engine then. And in the heads, if I just move the clear washboard out of the way, you've got another panel here that's been fitted to allow side access to the engine, which is a really great idea because you want to be able to get all around that engine at any point. So these steps are taking us back out into the cockpit. So I think a really good layout. Moody did build a really good boat with the 31. You can see how it makes such a good family cruiser. You've got so much space on board. You can sleep two in the forward cabin, you can sleep two in the saloon, and by the way, you do have the additional space here. And then you can also sleep a further two in the aft cabin. So effectively a 6-berth boat in 31 foot, which is really great. And you're not cramped when you're in here either. I'm 6'2". I can just about stand up. I would say standing headroom is probably on about 6'1". But it is feeling really spacious. You've got a really good size heads, full size chart table, navigation table, and that lovely deep safe cockpit that is so good for when you're underway, and especially if you have children. That just about brings us up to the end of our tour on the Moody 31 Mark II. I'll just give you a little bit of information about the boat, just some specs before I go. So 31 Mark II, this is a 1986 model. She is 30 foot and 8 inches length overall. Her nominal length, however, is 31 foot. Beam, she's 10'5", and she draws 3'8". Bilge Keel model, don't forget, so she's not drawing very much at all. She's fully fiberglass, monohull. She's displacing 3.97 tons light, so always keep in mind that when you've got some gear on board that is going to go up, but we're 3.97 tons. She holds 91 litres of diesel, so plenty of diesel, and 136 litres of water in her water tank. So she is really a great cruising boat, something that you could all get on board and just go and have some fun. So that brings us to a close. I hope you enjoyed our video of the Moody 31. If you did, take a look at our other videos, because every single boat that we have coming in on brokerage is up here on this channel with a full video tour. No matter what it is, you'll see the boat on this channel. So do take a look. Please do put your comments below, because I love to hear from you all. Do like and press that subscribe button, because if you subscribe, you'll see every video as it comes up. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next boat tour.